win but you guys put in I guess a fighting spirit that we haven't seen in a very long time, and this is the most competitive that we've seen. What is the message behind? What is different from what we've been seeing and what we saw today?
I think obviously just trying to be proactive. I think from my side, it was a late call coming in as captain, and the message that I had is I'd rather you try and do something new, something positive, and lose that way, than be cautious and lose. I think doing something a little bit more exciting and inspiring people, inspiring the children around, I think is the job that I'm after the guys to do. And I think also, if you express yourself, I think the guys will be surprised what they can actually do and achieve. And by doing that, it changes the mindset of the players and the clarity of the roles that they have to do. I think that is something that I personally try to achieve in the series.
And going forward, what does comments like this do to the team?
I think it's huge. I think there's massive learning. I mean, for me as a captain, already I can pinpoint decisions that I made that probably cost us, maybe. Could have put us in a better position to win the games. A lot of learning to be done. But again, the learning that needs to be done needs to be followed by action. It can't just be spoken about. There needs to be action behind that.
Right. And I know you spoke about trying things new, but I think maybe for us as those watchers, the consistency. It's maybe in the past you'd see one game and then maybe it's kind of lost in the next, but it's 2 consecutive games against the top ranked side. How did you get that consistency to come out of that?
So I just simply asked the guys to own their own space. And it's very easy for me to single you out if you're not owning your own space. And you're the one that's responsible for your own space. At national level, there's no time for us to be looking after you. I think if you're wearing that shirt, you're owning your own space. On the field, as a leader, Craig, Raza, we all, you've made the national side based on the skills and the qualities that you have, and the awareness that you've had. So coming into the game, you know your role, you've trained your role, you have your plans, you've sat with the coaches, you've sat with the analysis. It's time to execute those plans and be brave. And I'm one of those guys that I'll call you out on that. And I expect the other guys to do the same to me and to their fellows.
Ernest, debut today from your hometown. Tell us a bit about that.
I was excited for him, actually. I was very excited for him. I think, obviously, nerves today for him, for me as well. He's worked really hard. He's had some ups and downs. He's had quite a tough mental battle, actually, trying to get up into the national side, and it hasn't been easy for him based down at the Tuskers. I don't think that the Tuskers have had that great a run, and he's stuck out and he's kept on going. So that type of character is something that is required at a higher level. I think that there's an attitude that's needed to play at a high level, and he showed signs of that. So I was very proud of him today.
So Sean, we've come from back-to-back top nations. I know some were tests, or most of them were tests. But would you say the lessons that we gathered during England, New Zealand, South Africa were responsible for what we saw today? Because back-to-back, it was top side, and now we are finally seeing the results that we probably came from.
Yeah, it could be, yes. Again, if I go back to what I'm trying to achieve here, I think there's nothing better than telling somebody the truth. And that's something that we've been doing in the change room over the last week. The truth, sometimes it is hard to hear, but it has to be heard. And that is something that the team is starting to learn to grasp, because you can take it personally, or you can take it how I don't know how to say it, but the truth can hurt you, but the truth also grows you more than it hurts you. So I think that is something that is huge for us going forward. And if that can stay in our change room going forward, it will filter down into the franchise systems as well.
Okay. And Sean, been 2 games of fine margins, and what do you think is going to take to cross the line?
In ODIs or in ODI cricket.
Maybe let's start with ODI cricket.
I think, obviously, like I just said, I mentioned the truths, and like, for example, I'll use myself as an example today. I personally bowled really well today. I think my economy was 4 point something, and I only bowled 7 overs. I think in a day like today, I need to be bowling 10. Raza needs to be bowling 10, and some of the seamers need to be maybe backing off for those. It's just how it is personally. I think those small little things make a huge difference to the result at the end of the day.
Okay, what else? Okay, Moya.
And up next is the T20 series. What kind of a performance should we expect from it?
I think under Raz's leadership, I think it's going to be exciting. It's always exciting. He likes brave, bold cricket, doesn't he? And I think that's the confidence coming out of this series now, out of the ODIs. We've seen nothing but improvement, so which is fantastic. That mindset needs to change, and for me, if we can keep that mindset and not have that mindset of focusing on the outcome and what could be, what could happen, and we kind of had that mindset in the past. That I'm starting to see that go, especially this week. We've seen a lot more positive chat.